Hey everybody, welcome back to Mix It Up, and today we're making pancakes. They're my favorite. My cooking journey started with pancakes, and it's just such an easy, delicious, satisfying breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. I love pancakes. I would eat them any time of the day. I pretty much make them once a week at least. I have made a lot of pancakes in my life. In my personal life, in my professional life, I've made a lot of pancakes. I've basically been making pancakes since I was 10. So I've learned a lot since then. I've got a lot of recipes. I've tweaked a lot of recipes. This recipe we're going to make here today is the only pancake recipe you will ever need. They're fluffy. They're delicious. They're super easy. It's a fail-safe. There's no waiting around. It's just a really good recipe, if I do say so myself. I've practiced a lot on this one. I'm going to talk you through what you're going to need to make these pancakes. Very simple ingredients. I only planned on doing this video a few hours ago, and I didn't even need to go to the shop, okay? We already had all this stuff, because it's all basic stuff. So let's go. First of all, you're going to need a big mixing bowl and a whisk to make these. Pretty simple household stuff. A ladle, if you have it, for ladling them into the pan. Otherwise, a jug works pretty well as well. You know, it's personal preference. I prefer the ladle. Some people prefer the jug. Whatever works. A non-stick frying pan would be a big help. It just makes the whole process a little bit easier, a little bit less messy. I have one. If you don't have a non-stick frying pan, you're just going to have to use oil when you make them. Not a big deal. It's just a little bit more hassle, but if you have a non-stick pan, now's the time to use it. So you're going to need a big bowl to make these bad boys. The biggest mixing bowl you have, unless it's comically large. This is just a nice, good size. You want plenty of room to mix this up. So in here, we got going to go in 300 grams of plain flour, 300 mils of milk, 2 eggs from a chicken, salt, just table salt, just going to use a pinch, don't worry too much about this. In this little ramekin here, I have 2 tablespoons of distilled vinegar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 70 grams of castor sugar. So, like I said earlier, this recipe is incredibly easy. We're just going to put all the dry stuff in here first, so let's go ahead and do this. Plain flour, baking powder, castor sugar, salt, and then we're just going to gently whisk this together. Basically just whisking it to get out any potential lumps that might have gone in here. You could sieve this in either, but you know, it's fine. You don't have to. Whisking is fine. So now let's draw our attention back to our jug of milk here. So we've got 300 mils of milk in here. We're going to add in our 2 tablespoons of vinegar from earlier. Get the whisk in here, no big deal. And we are going to crack our 2 eggs into this jug. It's just a little bit easier to mix everything up in here first before we get it into our flour. Whoops, that was extremely messy. All right, so let's give this a whisk. We just want to break this up so it's easier to stir once it gets into the flour. Break it up, break it up. All right, break it up, guys. Stop fighting. So once that's nice and broken up, we're going to get back to our flour over here. And we're just going to add this in. So get it all in there. And literally, we're just going to whisk this together. And that's it. That's our pancake batter done. No problems, okay? No issues, very simple. Normally, you know, a lot of recipes now would say like, oh, leave your batter set for half an hour to let everything activate. But if you come a little closer here now, if you just get in on this, you can already see we're having some bubbling action here. By the time our pan has heated up for our pancakes, this is going to be ready to go. This is a very, very quick, nice, easy recipe. Nice. All right, so why don't you join me over here on the stove? Make yourself more comfortable. All right, so the only vaguely, I don't even want to say challenging, the only somewhat any kind of challenging thing about this is like the temperature of the pan for doing your pancakes. There's an urban legend. I'm going to get this on full, okay? Don't be afraid. I'm going to get it on full. Don't be afraid. Are you with me? It's on full. It's on full. Stay with me. Don't be afraid. Should have mentioned this earlier, you're also going to need a spatula. I feel like that's pretty obvious. You're going to need a spatula. The only vaguely daunting thing about pancakes is just getting the temperature of the pan right. There's an urban legend of like, oh, the first pancake always sucks, blah, 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 blah. We all seen the episode of Gilmore Girls, okay? We all know the reference.
Getting about the first pancake phenomenon.
Eh?
Yes, the first pancake, you know, you always throw it out.
Why do you throw out the first pancake?
Well, because the griddle's too hot, it gets burned.
But, you know, that's just not true. You can get it right the first time. You want the pan to be hot. It's going to cool immediately once the first pancake goes in. You're going to be able to gauge if you need to go up or down by the color of the pancake after its first flip. You might burn it. Don't worry. You just got to stay here. You got to stay with it. Stay in the moment. Be present. Stay with your pancakes, okay? That's very important. We've got our ladle here. Good. You can hear the bubbles kind of pop as I put the ladle in. It's getting nice and kind of a little bit effervescent, and it's just great. This is the perfect pancake batter. It already looks great. Let's just eat it right now. Let's just eat it like this. Let's just eat it raw batter. That's the future, baby. Raw batter is the future. And you heard it here first. Okay, shut up, Holly. Let's just fucking cook, right? Stop taking around and make the pancakes. Okay, make the pancakes. So I can feel this is pretty hot. The wonder of electricity. It's getting pretty hot. You got your hand over it. It's getting pretty hot. Let's get our first ladle in. So 1 ladle of pancake batter. That's pretty good. Buffet. For me, this is the perfect size of pancake. It's good for stacking. You can see the smoke coming up here. This pan is really, really hot. And you want it to be hot because you want the pancake to like spring up. The heat, you know, the pancake's going to spring up. The bubbles are going to rise. It's going to get that lift, that volume, that fluffiness that we look for in our pancakes. That's what we want. We don't want flat, guys, unless you're making crepes, but that's like a completely different thing. These are like American style pancakes, which, you know, imho are better. No, they're not better. They're just different. But when I think of pancakes, this is what I think of. I don't really think of crepes. Crepes are great. Crepes are great. No offense, France. Crepes are great. But pancakes, that's what we all want, okay? We want to feel like an episode of Sabrina, okay? Stack them up, 10 miles high. Stack them up, my oh my. Something. The answer to the real lid cakes on the grill, okay? So that's right. Yeah, we all know. Okay, so when the bubble starts to come up like this, you can see it's cooking on the bottom. Now it's about time to flip it. Flip it. Flip it. Perfect! That is exactly what we want. Another little top tip. If there's uneven edges, just kind of push them back into the bottom while they're still semi-loose, and you're gonna get, you can see, look at the height of this guy. You can see, he's springing up, okay? He's springing into action. It won't take too much longer. Look at the lift. Look at the lift. It won't take too much longer once it's been flipped. It should be like nearly done. Once it's like, yeah, not jiggly anymore. When you feel this, yeah, I can feel this is cooked. It'll be like spongy in the middle. So this guy's done. He's done, all right? Get him out of here. Get out of here. Perfect. To me, that's perfect pancake. Okay, that's perfect pancake. I don't want to go toot my own horn too much, but that's perfect. Let's go again. You're just going to want to keep an eye on your heat at all times. You know, the pan is going to get kind of hotter as time goes on. Maybe turn it down a little bit. Maybe turn it down to 10. Or whatever corresponding number. But don't have it on like full whack. Maybe all the time. You know, I can't do this for you. I'm trying to help you. I can't be there for you. You're just going to have to judge the heat yourself, okay? Start off high. Tweak it as you go. Fa la la la. Better high than low. I don't know. I was just a little rhyme I was going with there. That's probably not accurate. Just keep an eye on it. That's all I want you to do. That's all I'm asking of you here. Bubbles up. Let's go. Nice. But we can see it's a little bit darker than the last one. So we need to turn that pancake down. Let's tidy up the edges. Let's tidy up those edges. So I would say that 3 pancakes is probably like the perfect portion of pancakes. That's like the ideal stack size. But this recipe is probably going to make you about 12, I would say, pancakes at least. This is a good recipe if you have people over for you and your family, whatever you want. Or if you're like me and Sebastian, just 2 people on a Sunday morning. This is the perfect amount for us, which is too many pancakes. I think too many pancakes is probably like the perfect amount of pancakes. And there you have it, our wondrous stack of pancakes. It's easy, it's simple. Look how good these are. I cannot wait to sow into these. Put whatever you like on top. I'm a big butter, and I got this lovely maple syrup jug here. I'm a big fan of that. That's probably what I'm gonna go for. I'm not gonna drench the whole thing because that would be inconsiderate to the other people who like different things on their pancakes. But yeah, Thank you so much for watching this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Slide into my DMs on Instagram. I'm at Holly Dalton Chef. And don't be afraid to mix it up. Let me know how you get on. What do you like on your pancakes? Let me know in the comments below. See you next time. Bye.